Um, Perfect. We're going live. We love that. Um, it's been a very, very long time since I've done this. We're going to post real quick. Should I have done this ahead of time? Absolutely. But I didn't. One second. We'll post. We'll do the thing. I feel bad doing this, but here we are. We'll do that, and then we'll do one more quick one. Should I have done this ahead of time? Absolutely. Am I regretting it? Absolutely. But here we are. We're gonna, yeah, perfect. So we're gonna play some RandBats. It's been a while. I might need to adjust the screen as we kind of get into it. Okay, perfect. So we have Lapras versus Diplin, right? There's not really a reason for me not to go for Icicle Spear. I don't like that the... Okay, perfect. The extension's taking a second. So they're going to switch into Empoleon. I think that's fine. Let's kind of take a look at what we got, what we can work with. Okay, you can't see the team, so I gotta adjust. We'll adjust. So I have Bruxish, Iron Treads, Latias, Glaceon, and Arcanine. I can't really stop them setting up Stealth Rock. They might not even have it, right? They have... I'm going to go for a Dragon Dance. I'm going to greed a little bit here. I know it's a little bit early. Get punished. I'm going to go for Earthquake on damage. I think Lapras is fine to be asleep. Can I move you up? Perfect. Let's try this. All right, so we're going to go for Earthquake, right? Just going to try and get some chip damage. I think the plan here... All right, so they switched into Saucebook. Good on them. So I have to take my mandatory turn of sleep. So I am faster, and they don't threaten a KO on me. So I'm going to try and see... Okay, so they're going to go for Swords Dance. They shouldn't have any priority. And I have ways, like I have Arcanine with Intimidate as well as Will-O-Wisp. So I can kind of try and pressure that way. I'm going to go for Icicle Spear. It was just worth trying to see if I could get it. I can bring out Arcanine now. Their Terra options are normal or ground. So Flare Blitz will KO. High Horsepower actually KOs me back. So I'm going to switch into Latias, trying to take the High Horsepower and then switch back into Arcanine. Perfect. So we're going to do that. I'm going to switch right back to Arcanine, right? We are showing a little bit of information, but I think it's worth it. Headbutt. Not the end of the world. I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp here. They're going to miss the High Horsepower, even better. So that's going to let me get a Will-O-Wisp. I can now Morning Sun here. They're going to go for it, but Flare Blitz at this range is going to kill. So, perfect. We have Arcanine out. We do have the ability, right, to pressure Will-O-Wisp onto something. I'm going to also move this. We're going to quickly adjust this. Sorry. We're going to make you a little bit smaller. So that way we can do this. And then, perfect. You can see my Mons. So they're going to bring out Empoleon here. I think it's worth just trying. We still don't know what set they are, right? They probably... I'm just going to Will-O-Wisp for some kind of chip. I think Arcanine hopefully has done its job. So they're going to flip turn. And so now we get to respond to whatever they're going to bring in. And it's going to be Diplin again. I don't think they expect me to have two ice types. I just do. I'm going to get a Calm Mind, right? Perfect. We're going to have the Empoleon come back out. I'm assuming they're going to go for a Yawn here. So I'm going to go for Freeze Dry. If we get the Freeze... Oh, we can't get the Freeze. They're going to go for a Yawn here. That's fine. I am going to switch to Bruxish. I think Bruxish makes sense here because I kind of want to preserve Glaceon, and so they're going to get that off. I thought they were going to... Okay. Crunch does the most damage. We know it's good into stuff they have in the back. I think they're just going to Go for yawn. Yeah. I'm gonna let Bruxish go down. It's still risky here. It's hard, right? Because I can yawn and then go for Roost on the turn I switch out. They're gonna have Darkrai, which... How do I... my team is very weak to Darkrai. I can bring up Glaceon because I can try and Calm Mind through all of this. They're gonna go for... Okay, they have to... What are they? They're 237. Iron Treads is not faster. I have to go for a Okay. Cool. We're going to go for a Freeze Dry, right? They could have called that I was going to try something. I'm going to try and greet a Calm Mind. Doesn't work out. They called me on that one. Dark Pulse. We are going to take that pretty comfortably. We are going to get a Freeze Dry off. That's really big. But am I... Okay, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to say... I'm going to say they're going to go... Oh, they can't substitute. Dark Pulse, guaranteed kill. Yeah, I lose to Darkrai. I think I just lose to Darkrai at this point. Yeah, I have nothing that can outspeed. I can bring out Iron Treads. Iron Treads... Okay, Iron Treads does live Dark Pulse. And I think I just have to play aggressive. Okay, we are going to take that. Perfect. We don't get Flint. Oh, that was not what we needed to do. We clicked the wrong button there. All right. Well, we definitely lose this one. It's been a while. It's fine. We just started. We're going to update this. Properties. Nope, not you. We are at 1479. And it's fine. We're playing for the first time in a while, and we're getting warmed up. We haven't done a lot of RandBats, and we're gonna do a good thing. All right, Hippowdon on lead is good here. We do have Stealth Rock, and they don't really threaten us back. So I'm just gonna set up Stealth Rock. I don't see a reason not to. Yeah, I don't see a reason not to just get up a Stealth Rock, right? Like, we have... okay, so they are going to Swords Dance. That's fine. Hello, beautiful. Welcome to the stream. We lost a little bit, but it's fine. We're going to Whirlwind out this Dodrio. I guess we could have gone for something else, but we're going to learn more about their team. They do have Virizion. Close Combat or Leaf Blade? Brian, I'm going to go... This is a good question. Welcome, welcome, friends. We're figuring out what I want to switch into the Virizion. I'm going to go Staraptor, right? I'm going to go fast, and I'm just going to threaten a U-turn on them. So that way, if they stay in, we can just pop them right out. I think that's probably what makes the most sense, right? Leaf Blade, perfect. How much does U-turn do? U-turn doesn't quite KO. It's a good question. Do I... Double Edge is a KO, or Brave Bird's a KO. It's just so much recoil. I don't even have a way to heal up. I'm gonna go for a U-turn. Perfect. They're gonna go for a rock move. What rock move do they have? They have Stone Edge. Okay, I'm gonna go for... Probably Brian Hands. Let's go Brian Hands. It's always just a solid pick. Oh, they read my ass. Okay, they cannot KO me. So I'm going to go for Close Combat. I'll take the Leaf Blade. That's fine. We get rid of the weather, but we're learning more about their stuff. Please also feel free to tell me, how are all of your days going? Congratulations on Anthony for quitting his job. Congrats to CJ for being fabulous as always. I'm going to Volt Switch. Does Volt Switch kill? Volt Switch has a chance of killing. I'm going to go for the Volt Switch. Okay, I was going to say, in case they try to greed. What are you? You're 236. I know you're heavy duty boots. You don't outspeed. Wug Trio. Palkia's Choice Scarf. I don't want to reveal Palkia yet. I don't want to reveal Delibird quite yet either. Probably go for Wug Trio then. What are the possibilities for Wug Trio? I don't know. Do we go Palkia and put power? I'm going to go Staraptor. I think, okay, all these moves, I'm going to go for close combat because I don't want to take recoil and I want to keep pressure. No, I shouldn't. You're so right. I should not have, because if they have a ghost type, I get punished for it. And they can set up in front of me. And that is something that I did not account for. Also, let me know how everything is going. This is exactly what I was talking about, right? They're going to get a Calm Mind up. And I can't really stop it. I mean, I do have Wug Trio. Actually, I have Wug Trio. I have Wug Trio. They already used their Terra. I can go for a Throat Chop. I will obviously take a ton on... I'll lose Wug Trio here. But I will do a ton back, and I'll put you in range of Staraptor. So I can bring out Staraptor again. I can go for... I'm going to go for Brave Bird. So, right, this way, even if you have a switch... no, you don't. They know that I'm locked in. But this is something that'll do damage to everything. I am running a little bit low on resources, right? Like, Hippowdon's pretty low at this point. Also, feel free to chime in the chat. Okay, 241. I do outspeed. I'm just going to go for it. It was a roll to kill. They are going to fire up an Ice Beam, though. What is your speed? 241? Bring out Delibird. Let's bring out Delibird here. Rapid Spin kills, so I may as well get up a speed boost. And I do take a lot from the Ice Beam, but I think Delibird still is my best bet, right? We are going to be faster now. Into Embor. That's annoying. But we can Brave Bird for the kill. And I'm making an argument that Scarf Palkia... Right, okay, here's my plot. Here's my plan. We're going to kill the Embor. Perfect. I want a Delibird to die there. Their last one is a Golduck. Okay, perfect. I feel confident that we can kill Golduck with Palkia. So they shouldn't have... They don't have any setup moves. We are guaranteed faster. We also get a Lucky Freeze. Lucky Freeze in the chat. Perfect. We do take that win. We're going to edit this real quick. Nice little 1497. I know that I'm still terrible at RandBats. I'm terrible at a lot of things. It's fine. We're going to hop right along. But yeah, feel free to tell me how all of you are doing. Feel free to comment in the chat. It helps out the algorithm, and we want to pretend I care about this channel. All right, Regigigas into Mesprit. They do have the ability to set up, which is a little bit annoying. I do... What is your speed? 185. Okay. We have Espathra, but if they set up on me... We'll deal with that later. Let's just go for a knockoff. I think there's... Okay. So now I'm choice locked into knockoff, which is fine. They're going to bring a Quaquaval here. Getting rid of your Life Orb. They are most likely going to... Okay, let's look at this. Their Life Orb, so they can have some kind of setup move. Hitmontop is that. Probably... I'll bring up Primarina. Right? It's just good into, like, anything that Quaquaval can have. Right, because Psychic does not kill this thing. All right, great. Psychic into Mesprit. We know that it has Trick. And they know that it doesn't have an item anymore. So... Go back to Regigigas? No, I don't want to do that. I want to go for... I'll go for damage. Right, you're going to take my leftovers, but that's fine. I can just go for another one. Thunderbolt is not okay, but we got the trade on Mesprit. We haven't revealed a ton of stuff. Primarina is probably our main answer into Quaquaval. We're going to see a Chumaril. Okay. I'm assuming you're going to go for Play Rough, but my answer... I have Berserker. I have Berserker. Berserker is safe here. Play rough, not going to do a lot of damage. Is that banded? Yeah, okay, so that's banded. I can... Okay, I'm going to U-turn. Perfect. Okay, they're going to bring out Sand Slash. So here's my thought process, right? How much does Sand Slash do into Primarina? Earthquake KOs me, so that's not good. It's leftovers or a Selfest. We don't know the item on it. It'll kill Primarina. I don't have an item anymore. 173, 166. I can bring out Hitmontop. I think is a solid option. I'm gonna agree to bulk up because I think it makes me better into Quaquaval, which I think is gonna be important here. Because then we can go for like triple axle, right? I can't really see them staying in. They could also go for a rapid spin. They're gonna earthquake. That's fine. I'm gonna rapid spin. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a rapid spin because I want to get out, like do the outspeeding. They're gonna bring out Granbull. A little bit unfortunate because Granbull. Okay, but Granbull is fine because I have Berserker. Granbull cannot. It might have earthquake. It might have Encore as well. What can it have? It can have Encore. It definitely has earthquake. We saw that it's leftovers. I go Regigigas and just start body slamming, I guess. Thunderwave is fine. It's going to be here. I am choice locked. I go for body slam. Just go for damage. That's fine. I want to try and get a para. Okay, no para. We can just go for greed, right? They're not really doing much to us. And Regigigas isn't really doing much. They're going to bring out Wuqian. Wuqian is fine. Knock off Leech Seed. I have Macargo. Yeah, let's go Macargo and try and set up. Leech Seed, perfect. They're going to miss. Shell Smash. Oh, they have Sunspore. That's annoying. I'm still going to Shell Smash. I'll take the... I get the speed boost, so I will get to +4, which is solid, because now Fire Blast is a one-shot, and I'll outspeed Wuqian after the boost. I know their whole team. Perfect. They're going to switch into Granbull. The attack drop is fine. Fire Blast still is going to get a KO on the Granbull. I'm assuming they're going to bring out a Chumaril here. They're going to bring out Quaquaval. I go Primarina here. I'm going to go Primarina. Try and recover a little bit. Aqua Step is fine. Draining Kiss. Close combat. Perfect. We're going to live. Get the drop. Get up. Pretty healthy on our Primarina. That's going to let us go for another Draining Kiss. And they're going to forfeit. We'll take that. So we are up to 15-18. Look at this. The power of friendship. My keyboard is off. 15-18. We're doing great. And we're just going to keep doing the thing. Please, like I said, talk in the chat. It makes me feel a lot better. Otherwise, I'm just awkwardly talking about Pokemon that no one really cares about. All right, Flamigo. Flamigo, 195, 143. They're going to outspeed me. Do I have anything that wants to take? What is the item on Flamigo? I'm very weak to Flamigo. I'm going to bring out Gardevoir. I'm going to get Scrappy. I'll take Scrappy. Perfect. Gardevoir kills with Moonblast. I want to go for Moonblast. 195. I'm going to go for Moonblast. Okay, they're going to bring Comfy. Comfy is scary because it can set up. But we're going to get a special attack drop. What do you have? Calm Mind, Draining Kiss. What is your Terra type? Fairy Steel. I'm going to go for Moonblast. Because I can try... Okay, perfect. We get 2 drops. So Moonblast at this point should be able to kill. Please. Please, Gardevoir. Perfect. All right. Huge threat avoided. Some of you will say, hey, you got very lucky. I'll say, hey, I know. Okay, 190. Landorus outspeeds. I'm going to go to... Do you have a chance of having a Scarf? You can. I like Gardevoir a lot, especially with that in the back. 191. I'm going to go hard Landorus. They're going to miss the gunk shot. It's fine. I can... Okay, if they go for a gunk shot again, it's a 3-hit KO. I'm going to agree to Nasty Plot. They're going to bring up Flamigo, 195. Okay, so we are going to speed tie the Flamigo here, which is not ideal. But I can go for a Sludge Wave. They're going to win the speed tie, but they're going to take Recoil. And with the Recoil, right, we're going to get the knockout. So Landorus is in a pretty good spot, right? We got rid of the main scary threat. We're at +2 with something that's pretty fast. So they're going to reveal their Jugs. Okay, so they're only... Okay, Jugulus is... Okay, can just one-shot me with everything. What are they going to go for? That's the thing, right? I don't know what they're going to go for. They're Terra... I'm going to just go for a Focus Blast. Okay, Dark Pulse is fine. Potential Terras are Darker Ground. I still think Gardevoir is the play because I can fire off a huge Moonblast. I don't like that Moonblast is a roll. It feels like it shouldn't be, but what do I know? Let's click this. All right, they're going to bring a Toxicroak again. Let's see how much it does. 53. Okay, so even if there's... I don't know if there's Scarf. And that's the scary part. And I don't really want to risk it. I don't think. Do I risk it? Does Gunk Shot? Gunk Shot does get the KO from this range. I'm going to go Bask. I think it's too... How does Gunk Shot... Wait, how does Dry Skin work? I'm going to go for an Ice Beam in case they switch out to Jugs. Right? That's what I got to be afraid of. I guess I could have gone for Terra Fighting on the Gardevoir. But that's fine. Oh, shit. We lose that. Okay, I'm going to go back. I'm going to Ice Shard. Because they shouldn't know. They will know. Yeah, I got the roll wrong. I thought it was a guaranteed kill. I guess it is not. Perfect. We'll get rid of Toxicroak. We'll say you can't really bring out Jugulus here, right? Because, okay, they have Dondozo. Oh. They have Dondozo. That's... I'm going to knock off the Dozo. Okay, perfect. They have a Moongus. All right. That was a lot of damage. I still go for a knockoff here. Goodbye, Moongus. So Crawdon's good. Jugulus can kill me with a Meteor Beam. But I have Gardevoir in the back. So I'm going to greed. Perfect. Perfect. Greed that. Crabhammer now one-shots. Shit. Oh, they outsped me. Okay. Gardevoir. I go for a Moonblast. Goodbye. I have to Moonblast through the Dozo. Oh, I get unaware. That works out. Because now I can Moonblast. They're going to Wave Crash. Perfect. Then with the Chip Recoil, get the win. Because I get the ability off of them. And I can use that. So, perfect. I love when that works out. We're doing so much better than I thought I would. So we're just going to pretend. Oh. Wait. Cancel. Why? What happened? Oh, no. Perfect. We're back. All right. Ignore that. We're going to update this, though. because we won that. We're clearly, it should be very obvious how long it's been since I've like done a stream that I can't figure like any of this out. So I appreciate all of you just like bearing witness to the fiasco that is this. But we're doing well on RandBats. I know that we have a long ways to go, and that's beside the point. We're doing great. Sorry, we are okay. Let's see what we got here. We have a Dugong into a Duraludon. I'm gonna knock off here. Okay, I would have liked to have been faster, because then I could have gone for an Encore. I am super, super weak to rocks. That's really not good. Okay, they're going to bring up Metacham here, though. I am going to get good damage. 187. The Metacham outspeeds me. But if they go for close combat, 187, I can... Okay, wait, that's fine. I will surf for damage. They're going to miss the Zen Headbutt. That's totally okay. I am going to go for it again. Okay, well, they're going to lose. I don't think that they should have, but I am not going to complain because I get to put this number, and I get to make it a little bit bigger when I remember to turn on my keyboard and do that. So we're doing great. We're playing RandBats. We're still not good at them, but this is sort of a break, and I thought it would be a lot of fun. All right, we have Chimecho, and on principle, I feel like this Pokemon is not good. They have Stealth Rock. They might have Roar. Do I have a way of stopping Stealth Rocks? I don't, but I have my own, and I have a Golem. So what do we do here? Golem. Camerupt can have Earthquake, so let's not switch there. I am going to go for a Calm Mind just to see, right? They're going to go for Stealth Rock. I may as well get good damage. That's kind of my thought process, is even if you have Roar, I at least get good damage. They're going to bring out Hypno. Welcome, welcome. We're playing RandBats. Camerupt is a beautiful girl, but not right now. Okay, they're going to go for Hypno. They could be Toxic. No, it's way too early. I was going to say, I don't have anything immune to Toxic. I'm just going to have to get it. So I'm going to agree to Calm Mind on Chimecho. The issue, though, is they are potentially Encore. Please don't be Encore. Okay, that's fine. Psyshock actually does more damage. Let's go for Psyshock. Psychic Noise, that's fine. I'm going to just go for this. I think they're going to protect this turn. Hypno is 181, 187. All right, let's go Urshifu. Show me the protect. Perfect. I can Wicked Blow. What is your potential Terra? I don't think you're going to blow Terra for Urshifu. You might, but what are you going to do back, right? You're going to go for a Focus Blast. Perfect. Camerupt's going to come out. I love Urshifu, man. This mount is awesome. I also really want Goldfish right now for no reason at all. Crabominable. Okay, Crabominable. What are you gonna do? You're gonna probably hit me with some type of fighting move. Let's bring out Chimecho. Close combat, perfect. I'm gonna go for Psyshock. Even if you switch into Hypno, right? Hypno isn't even a big deal because I died of poison and I can bring out Urshifu. Does Urshifu kill with U-turn at this point? It does not. That's annoying. I still bring out Urshifu, right? I'm still going to click Wicked Blow. If you're going to switch into Crabominable, it's still going to take a ton of damage. Actually, it's not, because you're going to get a free switch. You're going to bring out this guy. It's slow. I'm going to go Alchemy. I like Alchemy here. That did so much damage. That thing is choice banded. 129, I outspeed. So I can recover. Yeah, okay, perfect. They're going to bring out Ursaring. Ursaring cannot kill me, so I can set up an Acid Armor here. I'm just going to try and set up. Body Slam is fine. I can set up another one. I know this is probably a little bit, like, it's probably a little early to get, like, this greedy, but I think it's still fine overall, right? Like, Alchemy, okay, Grumpig is going to come out. Grumpig is a special attacker. If we can get off some Calm Minds, okay, they're going to Nasty Plot. They're going to outpace us, but 200? Ooh. That outspeeds Urshifu. But I have Encore. Okay. That's fine. Shit. Let's go for damage, right? I want you to be in range of what's it called? Of Comfy, where I can also go for Encore. Right? So if they knock me out with Psychic, I can pretty easily like lock the Grumpig in, bring out what's it called? Bring out Urshifu on the switch, and then go from there. I don't, like I said, I don't want to risk it. So I'm going to say, hey, take the Alchemy. That's going to let me bring out Comfy. Comfy is going to let me go for an Encore onto the Grumpig. Then I can bring out Urshifu pretty freely. Perfect. So we are going to take the Psychic onto Comfy. I can bring out Urshifu here. And then just threaten big damage, right? Like, they're going to bring out Ursaring here. Ursaring 141 into 187. I'm going to U-turn. I'm going to bring out Golem. Rest is fine. You're going to have Sleep Talk with Earthquake. I can set up a Stealth Rock. That's fine. I'll set up a Stealth Rock here. I don't know. I'm just going to click Explosion, I guess. I'm going to... Okay, perfect. We have a Cutsap Berry. I can't bring out Comfy. That's the issue. Because Comfy will die to Stealth Rock. So I have to bring out... Urshifu and just say... Okay, so you're in Wicked Blow range. 141, perfect. Oh, okay, perfect. They got the turns wrong. So that lets me get the KO there. Crabominable can come out here. I switch to Golurk. I think I have to go Golurk here. I don't really have another option. Perfect. Close combat. So they are going to be banded. Ice Hammer. Okay, so Dynamic Punch kills. How much does it do to Grumpig? Poltergeist kills. So does that. Earthquake. I am going to... How much does Poltergeist do? I'm going to go for a Poltergeist. Calling the Grumpig. Perfect. Grumpig is going to go down. I mean, I potentially got, like, trapped here, right? If their last one is Normal type and is able to... Well, if their last one... I mean, okay, so their last one has to be Normal type and Outspeed. Okay, so... Ice Hammer kills here. Do I sacrifice Alchemy? Yeah, I'm going to sacrifice Comfy here, unfortunately, to see what they're going to lock into. They're going to lock into Ice Hammer. That lets me bring out Golurk here. I can... this is so scary. I'm going to Dynamic Punch, right? If their last Mon resists, or is like a Ghost type, speaking of the devil, 239. I can bring out Urshifu here. Substitute is... I should still be fine to Wicked Blow through it. Right? Yeah, they don't kill me with a Shadow Ball. They would need to Dark Pulse flinch me here. Into a fighting type. Okay, they have Terra Blast. That'll do it. So this was exactly what I was afraid of. I can do this and Dynamic Punch and hope I live the Shadow Ball. They're going to do that. That's smart on their part, right? To say, what are you going to lock into? Luckily, Shadow Ball and Terra Blast do not kill me, and we live. Look at that. Did I mess up and create a really bad scenario for myself? Absolutely. But was I able to pull it out because I got really lucky? Absolutely. So now we're at 78. Look at me. I'm doing so well on low ladder of RandBats. But we're doing great. We'll play for like half an hour more. I'm still getting back into it. So I think an hour for the first stream could be good. Kyogre, okay. Okay, so I have Politoed. What are the chances? Okay, so this Kyogre can be Scarfed. 169. Staraptor's still at speeds. Mine is Choice Banded. So if you are... Does Close Combat... Okay, Double Edge kills. Close Combat does not. I am going to Brave Bird. Okay, so they're Scarfed. And they're dead. So now we both are... Okay, so in a position like this, I want to put on what is offensive. I'm going to go Politoed here because it is specs in the rain and we can get a boost. So we're going to see Who can sing? All right, well that sucks. 170. We outspeed. So much. Just Treads one shot back. Treads does not. All right, great. Hydro Pump, which was more accurate. 80%. Well, Hydro Pump. Thunderwave is fine. I'm gonna go Treads, calling an electric type move. Perfect. You are potentially in Thunderbolt range. I have to go for it. Okay, into Mudsdale is fine. They're going to get a defense boost. I can go back to Politoed. Probably, right? Like, I can live a hit. Go for the Hydro Pump. Into Lantern is fine. I think it's fine to... I'm going to actually Hydro Pump again. Right, okay, so they called that I was going to switch out into Treads, but I just need to pressure enough damage that I can win this trade. There's chat XP. I didn't even know that. I think it's how involved in the chat you are. So that's a quote-unquote new feature. Okay, perfect. I am just going to keep trading with this Lantern. It's fine. Okay, they went for Thunderbolts here. Iron Treads probably gets the knockout. I'm going to go back to Treads. I'm banded. No, I'm a Soulfest. I'm still going to click Earthquake. Perfect. Goodbye, Lantern. So we're up. We have a Mon that does a lot of damage. They're going to bring up Mudsdale again. I can go Ninetales. Perfect. Oh, not perfect. I'm going to set up an Aurora Veil. Okay, I thought we would still live the Heavy Slam, so that's annoying. So now I'm going to Calm Mind and take advantage of the Aurora Veil. They're going to bring up Persian here. Persian, what can Persian do? It can go for a Switcheroo. So 264. I'm going to go for a Draining Kiss. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so they're... Wait. We know what item they are. They're Silk Scarf. I can Calm Mind again and push through. Because the thing that I don't want to have happen is... Like, if they were Switcheroo and I locked into Calm Mind. But knowing that they're not, right... if they go for Double Edge... We should be able to out-heal the damage. They're going to bring out Ariados, which is annoying. But I have Store Power. Let's Store Power. They cannot kill me back. They're going to go into Persian. That's fine. Probably scouting for Stored Power. But that lets me go for a Calm Mind? Do I Greed? No, I'm going to Stored Power. There is no reason for me to play unnecessarily aggressive here. Right? Like, or not aggressive. There's no reason for me to risk something going wrong when I can get sword power damage off. I'm high enough up that a crit, I don't know if a crit will kill me through. Okay, they're going to bring out Mudsdale here. Sword power is fine into Mudsdale. Giga Drain is a one-shot at this range. Goodbye, Mudsdale. I don't see how they get through Comfy at this point. They're going to bring out Persian again. But I can click Sword Power. That's fine. Oh, that's so... Oh. That's so much damage. 264. How much does Draining Kiss do? Draining Kiss does 37 to 44. I'm going to Terra and say I want to... Okay, perfect. The extra boost gave us the ability to live. I am at +2, right? Okay, so we're going to win that. And we're going to do great. Look at us. We are at 1597, which is a lot higher than we started at the video. Some of you will know, the real ones that watch from the beginning. But like I said, we're probably going to just do this for an hour because I have other stuff I need to do. And okay, Frostmoth. Frostmoth into Regice. We're both special tanks. I have a Sunflower. Okay, so I'm really weak to Regice. I'm going to Quiver Dance, right? There's not really a reason not to. They don't really have anything good. If they have Thunder Wave, they have Thunder Wave. I can't really stop it. They're going to bring a Tauros. Tauros. Tauros is most likely banded and can kill me with anything. And I cannot kill it back. I'm going to say you're going to go for a fire move, and I'm going to bring out Bascule Legion. Let's go Bascule Legion here. I need to preserve my... what's it called? I want to preserve Frostmoth for now. I think it's just a really good option, like a really good late game sweeper. I think, right, we're going to create a scenario where they have to theoretically lock in. I'm assuming that the way they switched in means that they're banded. Otherwise I could like try and if they're like the fast bulky setup, I could like outpace them with Quiver Dance and then just being able to heal it because they'd have to go for close combat. So let's bring up Bascule Legion here. They're gonna go to close combat. That's perfect. Okay, I'm gonna assume that they are banded. I can flip turn for good damage into whatever they want to bring out. They're gonna reveal Haxorus. That's fine. I can go to Frostmoth. And 194. Do I think that they're going to Scale Shot and Terra Steel? If they do... Okay. That's annoying. Alright, so be it. I lose Frostmoth. Staraptor? Does Staraptor just KO? Staraptor does. I'm going to bring out Staraptor here. If they go for Scale Shot... No, they didn't. I have Aqua Jet. Actually, okay, so that's fine. I go for Brave Bird. I'm just going to try and do as much damage as I can. Brave Bird will KO the Haxorus. And it's a little bit annoying. Yeah, the flinch was really annoying because I would have been in a much stronger position, but it's fine, right? We all believe it's fine. Okay, perfect. We got rid of Haxorus, which is a potential sweeper. We know that the Tauros... Okay, they have Grimmsnarl. What do I have for Grimmsnarl? I'm just going to Brave Bright 147. I outspeed. Reflect is fine. Set up your screens. They might have Thunderwave, but that's okay. It is going to be a little bit tricky, right? Because I do have to figure out how to deal with the mitigated damage. But what is your item? Okay, you're going to be Light Clay. I'm just going to have to deal with the mitigated damage for like the rest of the game. I mean, for the rest of the game for 7 turns. But Staraptor, right, just puts on so much pressure that I think it's kind of okay. And we've seen a lot of their team. I need Staraptor to hit here. Not ideal. That's fine. It means that they can get off a light screen. It does mean that they can potentially set up in front of Star Raptor if they bring out a sweeper. And it kind of, right, like if you have something that can get to +1 speed, for example, see my Frostmoth that got flinched, it's fine. We've gotten really lucky. That's so annoying. Okay, that's... I can't stop something else from being... Yeah, I have no way of stopping anything else from getting hit by, what's it called? By getting hit from a Thunder Wave. So I can just go for Hyper Voice because they might have, yeah. So I'm going to get hit there. I at least make it so there's no light screen coming up. Scyther here is interesting. Scyther does not kill me back. So I Strength Sap for Bennett. I'm gonna Strength Sap. What's up? Welcome, welcome. We are playing RandBats, and they're gonna. Okay, I think they're just gonna Swords Dance us. Do they have priority? They don't. They're 219. That's fine. 219. I can bring up Bennett, right? Okay, perfect. I bring up Bennett here. 219, 174. I am not. We're RandBats gets very high very quickly. Shit. I think I have to gunk shot here. Okay, they're gonna bring up Paul or Tauros here. I really wish I had clicked. Okay, we'll take the Thunder. I'm gonna go for Thunder Wave. No, wait, you're so right. You're so right. I cannot do that. What does more? Poltergeist? Poltergeist does more. Let's learn. Okay, they're going to Wild Charge. We're going to get some recoil off. Poltergeist, I think, with the poison. Shadow Sneak gets the kill from here. So we're going to be able to take advantage of this. The ladder goes up to like 2,400. That's not good. I think I might lose here. Okay, if you greed... Yeah, because now you can set up a dragon. Okay, but if you set up a Dragon Dance, doesn't matter. I don't think I can beat... Yeah, Sunflora... actually, Sunflora has Dazzling Gleam. We bring out Sunflora. It's annoying because that means you get a free switch into Tauros, which I can't really stop. So the question then is, can I win the 1v3 with... Okay, that works. Goodbye. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, I'm not 1900. I'm 1600 right now. Dual Wing Beat. I can't even get out of it. Yeah, I needed to live that. Yeah, so we're going to lose this one, unfortunately. Get the roll on Wave Crash. Oh, you're faster? Okay, that works. Okay, I also don't kill. Aqua Jet gets a kill from here. So it's not over quite yet. But Tauros is faster. Okay, wait. Tauros, we can Aqua Jet the Tauros. Right? Because that means we... Perfect. And then I have to beat the Regice. That has Thunderbolt. Okay, Wave Crash. I think we still lose this one. Okay. We definitely lose this one. Because they're going to Thunderbolt, yeah. Crit the Wave Crash. I think we need to crit a Wave Crash. Yeah, unfortunately we don't get it. So we are going to drop a little bit. Let's do the right one. Down to 1577. You know we're not going to lose on a... or we're not going to end on a loss. So we'll do... we'll do one more. Maybe a couple more. Like I said, this was just kind of to get me back into it. I'll definitely be doing this more often. Okay. So do they have Sticky Web? They do. Okay, I have Rapid Spin, so that's really good here. I'm going to agree to Swords Dance. I'm going to agree to Swords Dance. That's fine. I can't stop the sticky web. I can at least... Yeah, it was really close. I'm sure that there were a couple turns that like I played suboptimally. Okay, don't do that. Okay, there's Sash. Okay, I can Mach Punch to kill the Galvantula. I don't know if they're going to want to preserve it. They might. Okay, so that's what I was wondering, right? Are you going to preserve Galvantula in order to have Sticky Web potentially later? Because you don't know if I have an answer to it, which I do. Shadow Ball kills me. Okay. I'm going to knock off. Please live. Shit. Okay. 239. I don't have any way of outspeeding, so I think I have to go Toad Scroll here. Go for the knockoff on the Spectrier. If you go for a Terra... yeah, I could have gone for a Terra Dark. I think the right, like, if I had gone for Terra Dark, guaranteed live, kill the Spectrier. How did you do so? Okay. I'm going to Earth Power in case you go for a Terra. They're going to go for that. We are, like, kind of dropped. So this is a little bit tight. I think I don't want to say it would have been worth, like, going for Terra on Hitmonchan turn 2 or whatever. Swanna comes in. I can always go Raging Bolt here. Oh, you're so right. It is White Herb. We're going to preserve that for later. That's fine. Hydro Pump is fine. They do have Defog. I kind of would agree to Calm Mind. I'm going to Calm Mind. Okay, perfect. They're going to go to Arceus Dragon. Aren't we glad we have a Calm Mind boost? Outrage doesn't kill me. Draco Meteor kills them back. Okay, they are special. Perfect. Shout out to Raging Bussy. Thank you for doing your job of killing the Arceus. So now we're good, right? We know Swanna dies. They're going to bring a Pavilion. Okay, but they are... Okay, but they have Quiver Dance. I'm going to go to Hawlucha. No, I beat it with Calm Mind. I have double Calm Mind. I'm going to go Hawlucha in case they try to sleep me. Alright, that's fine. Because then Hawlucha can stay asleep. I can go to Raging Bolt. And then we're going to play the Quiver Dance game. I'm going to be one stage behind. But I do a lot more damage. And I'm willing to do that, right? Because you are Heavy Duty Boots. Into a Steel type is fine. This is a scary game we're playing. Yeah, I mean, I have Thunderclap. Ugh. Yeah, I probably should have had something else take the hit. Yeah, I mean, at this point, everything dies. It's going to be a question of, like, what does more? Raging Bolt or Pavilion? Actually, I'm going to Thunderbolt. It's a 2-hit KO. It is not a 2-hit KO. But I can Thunderbolt again. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. If they go for Bug Buzz, we live. It's a 3-hit KO back. Thunderbolt's a 2-hit KO back on them. This is fine. They blew their Terra. I can win through this. Because... Yeah, okay. They cannot put me to sleep, which is really, really important here. They're going to go for a Bug... 1556. It's fine. It's fine. Probably could have stuck with Halucha. It's fine. Colossal. I don't have a spinner, right? I have Magic Bounce. Let's go Magic Bounce. Thank you. I would like some spikes, please. Shadow Ball. Okay, so you don't have Rapid Spin. Okay, you do have Rapid Spin. I'm very confused now. I guess I just Psyshock? Stone Edge misses. Okay, I can Morning Sun. Okay, perfect. They're gonna bring out Mew here. I want to preserve. Okay, so okay. Shadow Ball into Mew, 62%. Into Encore. Okay, even better. Doesn't work. I will Shadow Ball you again. Isn't Magic Bounce great? And didn't that last game not happen? I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing happened. Cloth. Okay. Cloth can kill me, and I really need Espeon. Psychic does not enough for me to chance on the Terra. They can go for a... They do have their own Spiker. What do I want that... Let's go for Passimian. We'll take the knockoff. Yeah, I can't really afford to lose... what's it called? My... Espeon. It's too good into the Mew, into the Cole. And so I was like, let me pop out of here. I guess I could have, like... No, because it's Terra Psychic, so it wasn't going to be enough. The Cloth can be... Okay, it's Deoxys Defense. That's 199. Let's go for a knockoff. Yeah, okay. Let's go for a knockoff here. That works. I can also just critical hit you. And then I can go for another knockoff. Isn't it great? Also, if they start going for stuff, I have Grafaiai, so I can Encore Lock you. I don't feel bad about getting that critical hit. It's fine. Oh, they're going to do that. I'm going to go to Grafaiai. I'm going to Encore you. That's fine. Do I have anything I can set up? No, but I can... Actually don't know what I do here. I probably just go Ambipom, right? And just go for as much damage as I can do. That's such a bad idea. You're so right. Okay, into Colossal. 22%. I am willing to go for it again. Shoot. Flamethrower is fine. We live. I'm going to double edge again. Deoxys is low at this point. Doesn't have access to stuff. So Grafaiai... Okay, Grafaiai is huge here because it... What's it called? It deals with Deoxys. So that's something that we're going to need, right? We're going to say you can never really set up. If we lock it into Cosmic Power, we can kind of deal with it that way. We don't really have a good way of... what's it called? Taking advantage of it being locked into something, right? We can go for Dialga going for a Fire Blast. Cloth is going to come in here. I can go I can go Passimian. I think it's still strong. Yeah, perfect. Stone Edge is good here. We can... I'm going to go for Close Combat, right? Like, even if you bring out Deoxys Defense, what are you really doing? And I can switch immediately into Grafaiai to kind of pin it and not really let it do stuff. Because I can just keep going for damage. If it Cosmic Powers, that's fine. Into Grafii. Or no, nope, not Klefki. Into Grafii. Stored power is something that we can definitely lock you into. And then I can go for a parting shot. Parting shot into Espeon, right? Perfect. Mew lets me bring out Espeon. I can fire off a Shadow Ball into the Mew. Mew is at -1 as well, so we shouldn't be super, super worried about damage. They're going to bring our Cloth here. Does Cloth have Regenerator? Oh, it does. Similar situation. I'm going to go Passimian, right? There's no reason for me to do anything else. Stone Edge, even if you miss. Oh, wait. We know it's Regenerator. So I can go for a knockoff. I don't have to worry about Anger Shell. And so this way, even if you switch into Deoxys, I'm okay with that. Oh, I don't have a Choice Scarf. I'm learning so much. I got knocked off. Okay, we're doing fine, right? Like, we still have to figure out how to beat the Deoxys. We're going to perfect. Called it right. Critical hit, 45%. I'm going to go to Grafii because if you go for Recover, perfect. I can Encore Lock you into Recover. Right, because they're running out. Here's the thing. They're running out of Recover. And that is really good for me because it means that they're soon going to be kind of stuck here. They do have stored power, which is something I do need to be a little bit worried about. But I can kind of push through in other ways if it comes down to that, right? Like I can go for Paralysis. They're going to go for Mew. That's fine. Parting. What is... Okay. Parting Shot here into Espeon. Right? Always go Espeon. They went for Psychic. Perfect. I can go for a Shadow Ball. If they go into Cloth, I think it's fine if they keep switching into Cloth. Right? Because even with Regenerator, Cloth is starting to go down. And that is really good for me. I guess I could go for... Yeah, I can always Morning Sun if I need to. Especially... Not probably especially in front of Cloth. But Morning Sun here isn't actually a bad option. Espeon's so valuable right now. Right? Like, if they blow their Terra, I can, like, fight through using Morning Sun. And then take advantage of that. But let's see kind of where they're going to go here. I think yeah, let's see. I'm feeling good. What are people's thoughts? The chat rate could be a little bit better, but we're doing our best. Thank you all for being here. It is very much appreciated. We are trying to do the thing. They're going to bring a Cloth again. It's not enough. I don't want to risk it. I am just going to keep going to Passimian. Crabhammer is fine. I'm willing to close combat, right? Deoxys. How are they faster than me? 186? I'm going to go for Klefki. And I'm going to go for a Thunder Wave. Was it? I don't know. I'm going to actually set up spikes. Let's get up some spikes. I am not super worried about Cloth. Perfect. Slitherwing is going to come out here. What can Slitherwing do? What is your speed? 178? I'm going to Thunder Wave. Get a little greedy here. That's fine. Do I Magnet Rise? I'm going to get a second layer of spikes up. U-turn, great. That means that I can Thunder Wave something else. It's going to be into Cloth. Hey, little buddy, I'm going to Thunder Wave you. Perfect. High horsepower is fine. What do I have into Cloth right now? Espeon. Knockoff does too much. So does Stone Edge to risk it. I'm going to go Ambipom. And go for a triple Axle. Slitherwing has... Okay, Slitherwing has Para, and there's 2 layers of spikes. Mew is going to take damage from the 2 layers of spikes. Triple Axle does 50 to 59%. So there's no way it ever gets the knockout. 1, 2, 3. That's... Okay, I'll take that living. Triple Axle, thank you. Ambipom. Alright, my opponent says that I'm throwing Cryogonal. I'm going to go Dialga here. Freeze Dry is fine. I can go for a Heavy Slam. Okay, Heavy Slam is enough for a kill. They can't really do much. If they go for a Rapid Spin... we still have to be careful, right? We still have to deal with this Deoxys. Mew dies to... What's it called? Mew loses to Espeon. Espeon can potentially, with Grafaiai, can potentially beat out Deoxys. So we have to figure out really how to beat Slitherwing. And then Cryogonal potentially... Okay, is going to bring out Mew. Heavy Slam, how much is this going to do? Down to 7. There's not really a reason for me to go for anything else. Stealth Rock is fine. They're trying to pin Espeon, but Espeon outspeeds 233 here. I'm going to go for Thunder Wave. Perfect. I can go for Grafaiai. Perfect. They went for a Recover, so I'm going to Encore them into that. Okay, they're going to bring out Slitherwing here. I can... I'm going to Parting Shot out into Ambipom. Yeah, Ambipom. Go down here. They're going to be paralyzed. Espeon one-shots with Psyshock. So let's go for that. Let's go for a Psyshock here. If they bring out Deoxys... Deoxys is still a little scary. They have 2 recovers left. They could go for Terra, which is a little bit scary for sure, but I think it's still doable. I can't... Yeah, because I died a U-turn. What is my Terra? Terra's Psychic? Yeah. I was going to say, if I didn't die to U-turn, I could try maybe... Okay, they're going to be Cryogonal 238. I'm going to try to Morning Sun. Damn it. Bring out Dialga. Go for a Heavy Slam. I think I can out... Okay, into Steel, that's fine. Fire Blast here. Okay, please. Recover. That's fine. We get the burn. I'm also recovering a bit. Thank you. Let's go to Grafaiai. What are you going to lock into? Cosmic Power. Encore. Oh, they have Nightshade. Into Dialga. I can just Draco, I guess. I think I actually lose this endgame. I might. Okay. That's actually... Here's what's gonna happen. I need them to Stored Power. Kill me. If I get crit. Nightshade. Shit. Yeah, I mean, they played it... They played to their out. Come on, Grafaiai. Come on, Grafaiai. Yeah! All right. Well, thank you all for coming. That was the last game that we're going to end with tonight because I think so. But, like I said, thank you all for being a part of this journey that we're trying to bring back. I will schedule some time to stream next week. If you're not in my Discord, please join it. We're going to try and pretend it's going to come back. But we're going to keep playing some RandBats. We're going to try and get better at them. And I think that'll be kind of a nice way of mixing it up. I think RandBats is a really cool kind of thing. So be on the lookout for that. And that's all I got. So, yeah.